Hello world. We are back. 8 weeks, 10 weeks later? You probably thought we were dead, but we're here. God bless. Welcome back, everybody. Gaming Nonsense. It's back. It's revived. It's 2018. You know, everybody's New Year's resolutions. Ours is to not suck so bad at uploading podcasts. As always.
New year, new us.
New year, new us, huh? Well, we'll see about that. As always, joined by Mr. Avery Fair over there. How's it going, buddy? 2018.
We made it.
We did it, friend. We made it through 2017. You know, a lot of times we probably thought we weren't going to make it, but we did.
We somehow defied the odds.
We did. I'll be the other panelist here, as per usual, Mr. Theodore Carlisle-Kossak. Glad you could join us in 2018 as we go through this journey. It's been a few weeks. We actually tried to record an episode, 9 or 10 weeks ago, and having some technical problems with my PC, which we used to record all these. So unfortunately, we weren't able to get that up. We're kind of going to just forget that ever happened and just jump into 2018. So if you were looking for gaming news the last couple months, you're not going to find it here. Go check out some articles or somebody else's podcast. Hit up coffeescorner.com. Exactly. There's a yearly summary up there. You can check that out. Looking forward to this year though. I think we're gonna have a better run. I know we say this every damn episode. We're going to upload next week. We'll do it weekly, whatever. Now I think we have a foolproof system because there's a little news coming out of your end of the corner over there. Going into 2018, you have a new piece of equipment to accompany you.
Well, you got that right. I want to give shouts to the very good friend, Forrest Townsend, for helping me build my very own gaming PC.
Oh, Master Race. Welcome.
I did it. I'm part of the Master Race,
Yep.
And it has been an interesting journey. It happened very quickly.
Yeah, it did.
I think one random day I was looking at IGN's daily deals, and I kept seeing the deals for gaming PCs, and one thing led to another. You know, my trusty advisors in the PC realm, told me, hey, it might be better off building. And so bought a big boom bats, and boom, we got it.
Yeah, it went from saying I'm going to buy a gaming PC in one group chat to another group chat starting about 3 hours later to 8 hours later, it all being purchased. It was emotional even for me, and it wasn't my PC.
It was a roller coaster, but I'm very happy that I did it. I love it so far. I haven't played that many games. Forrest let me. He bought me Civilization 5.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to play that, and I absolutely loved it. I finished my first conquest the other day, and let's just say that America took over the world.
Yep.
In a very violent way.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I had purchased Final Fantasy 6 because I know a lot of people have that in high regards. So I've been going through that a little bit, and of course had to get into Fortnite, seeing the Man CD in the third and Summit play and Ninja. So that's been very exciting. You know, dying almost instantly when you hit the ground. So
yeah, I mean, mouse and keyboard will take a while to get used to for sure. Even for me, it's hard, right? Because I feel like I don't know, it goes through phases, but definitely the last couple of years, it was like 80% console games, I feel like. Or at least the last year, it was like 80 to 90% console games. So we're probably going to play some Fortnite after this, and I'm going to have to get the good old fingers going again.
Yeah, you know, moving forward, we'll get into this later with all these upcoming 2018 releases early on, but I have to start really deciding what I want to play on my PS4, my Xbox, and what I want to have on PC, because I would like to try and get more into the PC, repertoire. Like you said, it takes a while to learn the controls, and I kind of want to get going on that.
Yeah. Soon enough, buddy. You have a whole new library of games to explore. So, Godspeed. Wait for those Steam sales. Godspeed, and see you later.
I was going to say that I withstood my first Steam winter sale, and I think out of that, I only bought Final Fantasy 6, and it was so damn hard to resist just ripping out the credit card.
I mean, it's even easier than Amazon, right? Because you just buy it on Steam right then and download. You can play it 2 minutes later.
Oh yeah,
it's like, perfect. I'm gonna play this. Next thing you know, you spend $100 and you're never gonna play half those things. So
right.
Yeah, anyways, you got that going for you. I think that's the biggest piece of news. Probably, well, maybe let's see. 8-10 weeks ago, I can't remember. Was Mario Odyssey out then? I don't know. You've played through that, obviously,
Yeah.
since then. Have you finished any other games other than that since
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein? You can
Finished
check
that.
out.
That
There's a
was
review of that,
very
Coffee's Corner?
fun.
Or no?
Yep, I did do a review on
Yep.
Coffee's Corner.
Check out the review.
I think I also did a review on Star Wars Last Jedi.
Yeah.
That's up there. And then also, like you said earlier, the just best of the best, my choices of movies, TV shows, and games
Yep.
are up there as well.
Yeah, and I unfortunately was working a hell of a lot the last few months, which is predominantly, or one of the reasons why we weren't really recording these podcasts, because bad friend over there didn't want to stay up until 1 a.m. to do the podcast with me.
You love working,
I
though.
love work. So I haven't really done too much. I mean, to be honest, I did play through Mario Odyssey like you did. Actually beat it before you by about an hour, so GG. Just throw that in there. Otherwise, what am I doing? I played a little Destiny. I played the Destiny DLC. We both played through that campaign. It was pretty fun. Got back in for a couple hours, but I'm probably about done with that again until the next DLC.
Just about.
Been playing through Assassin's Creed, about halfway through. Gonna get back into that right now. And then I've also started Breath of the Wild, about 6 or 8 hours into that. So I got a ways to go there, but I'll be playing that too.
Nice. Hopefully you get through Zelda so I can tell you everything I hate about it.
Yeah, I mean, I watched you play it a little bit, and I've heard people talk about it so much, particularly on all the different IGN podcasts, or like on my Twitter feed, particularly when it came out, it was just blowing up with different articles or videos or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think I have a fairly good idea of what to expect as I go through it, but I mean, nonetheless, if it's the game of the year, the game-changing game for the next generation, whatever, I feel like I'm obligated to play it, right?
Yeah, you are.
And it's a Zelda game, so...
It's a good game. It's good.
Other than that, I'll be playing some Fortnite with you. We'll tee it up after this, probably. And you mentioned kind of some of the other things you've been posting about Last Jedi, movies, TV shows, things like that. Bring up that point again. I know we have it on our little agenda here for the show down towards the end, but one of the things we mentioned, I think in the last one before we had the issues with the last episode we never uploaded, was how we were probably going to more regularly expand this to cover all sorts of media, not just video games, to the traditional TV shows or streaming shows or movies, things of that nature. I guess comics or books if we ever get into that, but that's not necessarily our genre. So we're looking probably for a new name at this point. Gaming Nonsense is back, but maybe it won't be back if we change the name. So if you have any suggestions, hit it with us, Twitter there, or Twitter over that way, hit him. Let us know if you have any ideas, we'll go from there. So that being said, this episode we are predominantly going to focus on games, looking into 2018 and a couple of minor news tidbits that have been the last few weeks in particular. Again, if you're looking for stuff since our last episode, the last few months, not going to find it here. Go check it out elsewhere. So, first piece of news, just to get it out of the way, TV show related, Game of Thrones officially confirmed for 2019. What a lot of people thought already was going to be 2019, but now I think HBO officially came out and actually confirmed that. They didn't say spring or fall, though, I don't believe.
They just said sometime. And if I'm a betting man, I want to say it'll be fall, just so that they can get one last marketing of winter is here.
I just didn't think about that, but it's not bad.
I really think that they're going to use that for one last time because... it's going to be cold.
Have they even started filming? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't either. I mean, honestly, particularly if they haven't started filming right now, to get that out in a year would be a bit aggressive. So,
right,
it's probably going to be fall. So we got that to look forward to. It's about all there is to say.
When did season 8 start or season 7?
When did it start? I'm not sure. Probably
in the summer.
It was in the spring and went into the summer. Yeah.
It was started spring and went through the summer. Okay.
Or it was all in the summer. It was what? Yeah. Maybe it was all in the summer. End of spring, into summer.
Plus, also, isn't there's only going to be like 6 episodes.
6 episodes,
like
but
an hour
I would
and a half long or something.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they weren't all an hour and a half, if not longer. To be honest, they got so much to do, and you can't wrap all that shit up in 6 hours. There's no way.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll see.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. The other piece of TV news, I'll let you handle because I haven't watched any of it.
Yeah, you're a bad friend. Haven't watched Rick and Morty yet, so. all of you Rick and Morty fans out there, prepare to wait longer because season 4 hasn't even started writing a script yet, according to sources. So, yeah, don't expect that for, I would say, until probably 2019 also with Rick and Morty, because season 3 was just last year, and if they haven't even started writing the script yet, they have to get through that before they start doing any sort of animation and that type of creative stuff with that. So that's going to be a while, but oh well. You know, seasons 1, 2, and 3 are phenomenal. Sometimes we just rewatch them over here, and it's great.
Yeah, I'm going to need to do that. I think we'll find them somewhere. They might be on Hulu or something, but it means I have more time to watch them, buddy. Perfect.
Stop.
Yep. Also, I think you mentioned it, but I can't remember. The last episode we did 8 or 9 or 10 weeks ago was Stranger Things out yet? Did we talk about that? I don't think we did.
I think our last episode was right before Stranger Things came out.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we actually told our opinions about that and stuff, but
I don't think we did. I mean, pretty good. I would say the first season was slightly better, but it's a high quality television show. So if you haven't watched that, I would recommend you check it out.
Yeah, and Steve Harrington is the greatest.
Steve's the homie.
He is.
So that being said, looking into 2018, we've got some games on the roster here. A lot of this stuff predominantly quarter one. I don't know if there's too many release dates, honestly, that have been slated outside of quarter one at this point in time.
Yeah.
But I'll let you run through the list here because I know you pulled these up for us. So what do we got to look forward to the next few months?
Well, in January on the 26th, you'll have Dragon Ball Fighter Z and Monster Hunter World. They also announced that Monster Hunter World will be coming out for PC later in the fall. So if you are part of the Master Race, you can wait until that. I still haven't decided yet if I'm going to get Fighter Z or not. I love Dragon Ball Z, wearing a Dragon Ball shirt right now.
There you go.
The thing is, like, I mean, I was talking to Rylan about it a bit, Forrest's brother, and he's a big fighting game fan.
Yep.
And he was saying that he's going to pick it up, probably pick it up for his PC, but it's because he has one of those fighting things.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if I'll get that yet. I might hold off just because with fighting games, I play them for like, a couple hours and then I just get burnt out. Yeah. So I don't know. Monster Hunter looks interesting. Then again, I think that's something that I would have to see more of. I'm trying to be a little bit more self-conscious about what I'm buying. So it has to be something that I'm really looking forward to playing. Some of these games you probably aren't going to pick up.
Yeah, I mean those the first two, the January games. Honestly, I probably won't play either of them. I'll probably just take this month to finish things like Assassin's Creed and keep playing through Zelda.
But what we are both agreeing on might be our first big purchase of the year will be February 6th when Shadow of the Colossus comes out. Remastered. I never got to play it on PS2. I don't believe you had a PS2.
I didn't have a PS2. Nope.
So that was a big miss for both of us, and that'll be very interesting to run through.
Yep.
Going forward on February 15th, we have Secret of Mana. That's a really big, widely regarded RPG that I didn't get a chance to play. So that's something that I'm leaning more towards of buying that than possibly any other games I'm on the fence with.
Yep.
On the 20th of February, we have Metal Gear Survive. So this would be the first game following Kojima's leave from Konami.
See how that goes.
So, I'm not interested in getting it. I mean, I have played a couple of the Metal Gear games in the past, but it's still an interesting premise. It's they get shot out into like another dimension or something, and there's zombies and shit like that. So it'll be interesting to see how the public likes that game.
Yeah.
Heading into March on the 13th, we have the Devil May Cry HD collection that's coming to PlayStation. I loved the Devil May Cry games, so that's something that I might buy for nostalgia purposes. Well, you're dumb. You should play those.
Yeah. Condoned. Yeah.
March 20th, maybe blow off the dust off the old Xbox.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're both gonna play this. Let's be honest.
Sea of Thieves.
We'll both be playing
for March 20th. Now it also comes out on PC.
That's true. Well, I haven't seen that much like footage. I know there's very
I really
limited.
haven't.
I think it's still under like NDA for people that have alpha access. So I don't think anybody's
Yeah.
allowed to be posting things. I've seen like maybe one or two like minute long clips, and that's it.
Right.
But every article I've read is like the hype beast is alive
Yeah.
and well. So I don't know. I'll have to look at it a little more and see like how the game feels and looks and how you play it. That might inform the Xbox versus PC decision. But honestly, I wouldn't be mad to like brush off the Xbox. I need to use that thing. So
I mean, and then speaking of that, couple of games that I put on here were Red Dead Redemption 2 and then Crackdown 3. Crackdown 3 is still another game that was supposed to come out last October or
Yeah.
November? No, last November
Yeah.
with the Scorpio, and
Pushed.
that got pushed. So that was something that I thought I'd be playing on Xbox. And then so
And then
finally,
Red Dead, you'll be picking up since you
Yeah.
mentioned it. Are you gonna play that? Did you
Yeah.
play the other Red Deads?
yeah, I played Red Dead Revolver and Red Dead Redemption 1.
You did.
I didn't
Okay.
finish Redemption 1, but I played it.
I finished both, but it's been a hell of a long time. So
I think I got all the way until you make your way down into Mexico, I
yeah,
think, in Redemption, and then I just stopped playing for some reason.
yeah. I honestly barely remember the game. Not like I'm gonna revisit it, but that'll be interesting.
Right. And then finally on March 23rd, another game that was previously delayed, Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom. I did not play the first one. I'm still holding out hope that it gets some sort of port.
Yep.
Because the second one looks pretty cool to me. That's something I might dive into, kind of like a Persona 5 thing where I didn't play any other games and I lucked into playing one of the greatest games ever
Yeah.
of 2017. So hoping that turns out pretty well.
Yeah. Honestly, pretty indifferent. Don't know if I'll play that. Let's be honest, probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
But I mean, out of that list, I'm looking at the games right now. Sea of Thieves for me is a definite. Shadow of the
Yeah.
Colossus is like an 80%er probably.
Yeah.
And then just play through kind of the backlog I have until things like Red Dead. Red Dead doesn't have a date yet, right? They just said spring.
No, it doesn't. And then another thing is that so Game Informer's latest cover
Yeah.
was God of War.
Yeah.
And so I wonder if there was one thing that they had you follow that Twitter account, the Wario.
I used to. I
So-
muted it or something. There's a lot of tweets.
They I think they tweeted something that it showed on like either the USPSN store or is maybe Europe, and it listed like a date for God of War sometime in March. So I wonder if we'll be seeing that relatively soon.
Maybe, yeah.
That'll be nice. And then we don't know about like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting on that, but we'll see. And then the Switch, I mean, I would like to play it, but I really don't have anything to play on that.
Yeah. I'll have Zelda, and then I never played Mario Kart. I just didn't have it, so I might be borrowing. I don't know. I need to either. I'd like to play it. Like that's a game I feel like you just play casually though, and you just want to sit there for 20 minutes and don't want to play
Yeah.
anything else.
Right.
So I'm sure I'll pick that up eventually if I still have time to kill over the next couple months.
Yeah, you should definitely play through Mario Kart. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I played just about every other Mario Kart game, at least through Double Dash. I never had a Wii, so whatever was on Wii, I didn't play. But
You're bad.
okay, yeah, funny guy. All right, so next up on the list, the big hot topic recently. I don't want to say controversy, a little bit of controversy, I think, as a lot of these different web outlets had their Game of the Year discussions, things of that nature. Is PUBG, obviously, big game right now. Have you played? You've never played PUBG, right? You've just watched people play it?
I actually watched it for the first time just not too long ago. Someone was playing it,
Okay.
and so that was my first look at it.
Yeah, I've never played it myself. I watched a lot of people play it. Like it was really obviously last 4 or 5 months. It's been really big with a lot of these big Twitch streamers, like Summit and Dr. Disrespect and whoever. But I know for a lot of the Game of the Year things, it was still in alpha up until recently when they released version 1 or 1.0. And there's a lot of controversy around can it be a Game of the Year if it's in an alpha? The game's not officially released yet.
Right.
And though I know a couple award shows were like calling it the Game of the Year, so that was interesting. I think I side with that you can't be a Game of the Year unless you're officially released in non-alpha or beta.
Not only can it not be Game of the Year if it's not officially released, but even if it was officially released, it would still not
Absolutely
be Game of the Year.
Absolutely. Maybe you could swing it multiplayer game or online Game of the Year or something of that nature.
I'll say I'll give you multiplayer Game of the Year, but
Not Game of the Year.
I would accept Zelda Breath of the Wild as Game of the Year more than PUBG.
Yeah, for sure. But you have a little news piece here on PUBG. What's coming up potentially?
Yeah, apparently PUBG, like the developer and everything, they're aiming to release it on every platform.
Yeah.
Now it's already on PC and it just came out on the Xbox.
Yep.
So realistically, the only other platform would be the PS4. I don't really expect it ever
On
to be
Switch,
coming out on
yeah. I
Switch.
agree.
So that's just the PlayStation. But I mean, I was doing some reading, and they do have like an exclusive deal with Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure I don't know how much time it would have to take to get the PlayStation, but I mean, I guess if you're a Sony owner, you can look forward to that, or you can play Fortnite because that's on PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly. And I've heard, I don't know, if I were them, I wouldn't even want to rush into pushing that out to a new platform.
No.
Because the Xbox launch has been pretty rough from what I hear in terms of
Yeah.
server stability and things of that nature. So if I were them, I would take, and again, I don't know what their deal with Microsoft is, right? How long the exclusives for?
Right.
Probably a year, 2 years, something of that nature. I would just take those 2 years and honestly just fix the game, like make it work on one console before you try to port it over to another console and just have another shit show of a release.
Yeah, I mean the article just says that the game is going to stay exclusive to Xbox One for quote some time.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm honestly probably not going to get into it at this point. I kind of missed that boat. I don't really have a desire to play it on Xbox One. Maybe if all of our friends played on Xbox, but everybody plays PlayStation, so what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that was a lot of the big news. I don't think, was there anything else key noteworthy news that I'm missing? I'm trying to think if over the last week or two.
No, I mean that's about it for the most part. Again,
CES is coming up in a week. This is kind of unrelated. I don't know. I mean, it's not really a video game conference or anything, obviously, but there's always potential for any of these, Sony's, Microsoft, people of that nature, to have something happen there.
Right.
I would doubt it. They'd probably just wait for their exclusive events or for E3 or things of that nature. But never know. Maybe we'll have something coming up.
There was a article on Polygon I read earlier today saying that I guess a lot of people, a lot of fans are speculating that there's going to be a Nintendo Direct possibly next Thursday, the 11th of January, because I guess there was some listings on Amazon that showed a lot of Switch unannounced titles, and apparently they were going through like some Reddit, sub rabbit hole, and it would show how Nintendo said they'll have a Direct early in 2018, the second Thursday of January, and that would be the 11th. So possibly keep your eyes out for that.
All right. Sounds good. Otherwise, new year, new us. We'll hopefully be uploading these more regularly. That's the goal, at least. We'd like to do weekly. We haven't really talked about it off air. We're going to talk about it now. I think our goal is still weekly. I think it's always remained weekly. We just need to get there. And hopefully now that we have two systems, it's one less point of failure. And assuming neither of us are working a billion hours, it should be fine. We just got to get back into that groove of it. So we're starting here and now in the first week of January. 51 more episodes to go. Other than that, what sorts of New Year's resolutions? Gaming, TV, not mental health, or going to the gym, things of that nature. But anything related to our mediums here. Yeah, it's never the same. What do you got going on? Anything you'd like to accomplish this year?
I think just trying to write more content in general for copiescorner.com.
Mm-hmm.
I like to do that more, and then like you said, because I do have this new system, I would like to try and stream a bit more.
Yeah.
I know that in the past I tried doing it kind of through my PS4 and with my laptop, and it didn't work out very well.
Yeah, it should be significantly easier for you to do it now.
Yeah, so I would like to do that at least for the first part of it, kind of focus on computer games, because I think it would be a lot easier to do that versus having to bring my PS4 over here to my desk and plugging everything up to that. Maybe
what a first world problem, man.
It's tough. yeah, other than that, just like you said, just trying to be more active
Yeah.
out there, trying to share the news more frequently, and just be more. I was talking to Blanca about this earlier today. Be more positive in general. Kind of talk more about things that I love to do, things that bring me happiness instead of focusing on the negativity and things around the world.
Yeah.
So just about that.
Yep. Yep. Sounds
What about you,
good.
buddy? Besides working a lot.
Yeah. I don't. I mean, there's not too much, right? I'd like. So my problem historically with video games is I tend to get sucked into, not problem. My history with video games is I tend to get like really sucked into one particular game, particularly
Right.
online like multiplayer type games, and I'll play that for 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And next thing I know, I look back. If it was June, I would look back and say, "Oh shit, I've only played Destiny this entire year, and that's it." Um, I did a little bit better last year when I started playing some of these story based campaign games. Like
Yeah.
what did I play? I played Last of Us, Sunset Overdrive,
Yep.
things that Horizon Zero Dawn, things like that. I'd like to continue to play more games like that,
Right.
and I'm doing it now with things like Assassin's Creed and Zelda. But
Right.
just kind of expanding and not focusing on one game. But I'd like to have a little bit broader like breadth of games that I play throughout the year. That'd be good, just to make it kind of a more well-rounded view of the world. So I'm gonna try to keep doing that. I think it's fine. I think there's a lot of good games coming out this year. I mean, last year was pretty outrageous, right? And that's why some of us still
Yeah.
have backups of games we're trying to play anyways.
Right.
And I think this coming year I'll probably be a little picky. I mean, a little bit pickier maybe about what I buy. Not try to pick up everything and play it, but there's definitely going to be some good opportunities to play a good variety of games, whether it be platform, genres, whatever it is. So I'll try to do that, and then I'd like to get back to streaming. There was a point in time where I was streaming probably 3 days a week at least after work for just like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I had it like literally like started to be to the point where you'd have 5, 6, 7, 8 people actually finding the stream somehow and starting to watch, and then I just stopped streaming because I got too busy.
Yeah.
So I'd like to get back to that as well. We'll see how it goes though.
Nice. Well, I mean, in terms of trying to play more story-driven games,
Not
at
playing
least
Persona
I
5.
can-
Stop that.
Okay. Well, I'll cross that out. But
Maybe I'll
don't
play
worry, buddy.
Persona 5. Maybe one day.
I'll start opening your doors, broadening your horizons into some of these games. Maybe not Persona because again, I don't think you have an extra 125 hours laying around.
Don't think so.
But I'll at least have you play some quality games, maybe a little bit smaller in scale
Yeah.
that you normally wouldn't.
Thanks, Dad. Appreciate that. All right. In summary, let's wrap this bad boy up. We've been going for about a half hour now. People are
There we
probably
go.
tired of listening to us.
I would be.
What do you got going on? I mean, we kind of know you're just gonna be whoring out your PC and playing everything on that. But
Woo!
anything in particular other than playing Fortnite?
Not for the most part. I recently watched that Bright movie on Netflix.
The Will Smith movie? Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people are giving it shit. I actually really enjoyed it. I'm glad
Okay.
that they said that they're glad that they said that they're gonna do a sequel with it.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a very interesting world that they're living together with these mythical creatures, and so it'll be nice to have it more flesh out a bit. I know there was someone commented saying like, it might be better as a TV show because you can get more information out of it. I mean, either or, just kind of don't have the narrative was a bit fast, so you weren't able to, I guess, take in and appreciate a lot of what was going on.
Sure.
But no, it's a solid movie. I liked it.
Yeah, maybe
it's a
I'll
Netflix movie.
maybe I'll check it out. I can't remember. I saw some article. I don't know if it's the screenwriter or somebody. There was somebody from the first one that's not coming back. Maybe it's the writer. Is it the writer?
Yeah, I think David Ayer, he's directing it. He's going to, I think, head up the writing part of it as well.
So maybe that'll satisfy some people's complaints. I don't really know.
He was also the director for a couple of the Harry Potter movies. So, ew. There's a little tidbit for you.
Interesting.
Other than that, I've been rewatching Doctor Who because I never really watched Peter Capaldi's run of it as the 12th Doctor. So I'm just watching all the way through. I'm about halfway through Matt Smith. once I get to Capaldi, that's when things will start getting interesting because the female doctor is finally on the scene now. However, I think she won't have her first episode till like later this year, but
Yeah.
she's officially here now.
Yeah.
She's regenerated everything, so I want to get caught up with that. And like you said, just playing some Fortnite, and probably gonna die a lot.
Yep, I hear you. I'm gonna play Fortnite. I'm gonna play Fortnite after this, probably. Otherwise, just continue chugging through Assassin's Creed. Maybe play Destiny. I gotta do the raid layer still. Now that I think about it, I'll probably do that. But that's just a couple-hour venture into that, so I can check it off the list there. And then
I never did the raid.
Yeah, you literally never finished the best part of the game. It's unbelievable.
Maybe I will.
Literally, it's easily the best part of the game.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna do it.
All right. Other than that, that's it. We'll be posting again next week. You can find us on Twitter, as per usual. We'll have potentially an interesting topic next week. We were talking about a little bit right now, just in how games get monetized, how different companies are doing it in different ways to try to bring in player bases or things of that nature. Because it might be about time. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It might be about time to revisit the $60 base price on every single game, on every platform, everywhere situation. There might be some other more interesting ways that developers can look at that. So we'll explore that maybe a little bit in the next episode, along with whatever news has come up.
You got it.
That's all I got, Dad. So that being said, welcome back, Gaming Nonsense. We're here to stay. Hold us to it. We're here to stay in 2018. And looking forward to a good year of talking to your beautiful face, friend.
Perfect. Well, I'll be, like you said, here, pouring over my new PC, and I'm excited. Hopefully this year's a good one.
Cool. Everybody out there, have fun, enjoy your games, enjoy your shows. We will catch you in a week. Adios.